Hey, I just wanted to do a quick retrospective on this EDC2 bag I made, on this little pencil bag, and just kind of show you some of the details of how I make these bags up. So this is actually one of the first EDC2 bags I made, and if you can't tell, it's actually a Chick-fil-A sign that a local operator let me have. I said, hey, what are you going to do with those signs? And he said, we throw them away. I said, could I have one? And he said, my pleasure. No, he didn't. He actually said, okay, I guess so. And I said, well, just whenever you're done with it. And he just went out and actually got it. They had 3 or 4 hanging up. They were all identical. And so he said, we're about to change them out, so I'll just give it to you. And so one of the workers there got it. I use it as storage for pieces for other things. So these are actually handles for EDC2 bags that I've gone through and made up when I had the right thread and all the pieces cut. So it's pretty easy. This is a big roll of, I think, a couple of body pieces or lining pieces, I guess you could use them for. I wanted to show how it looks. It's not super great stitching, of course, because it's me and I'm no good at any of this stuff, but it's got the little loops on it. I've actually, on one of my later bags, moved these loops a little bit further down and put them so that they're not right there next to the zipper, which makes it a little hard to deal with. Inside, a fun little Easter egg was to put the cow's face on there. I couldn't put the cow's face on the outside because there are little vent holes in the sign that prevent it from being able to be used. Like if you look at the pattern, it wouldn't work. There were little vent holes around this area, and so had to cut it up a different way, which is fine. It's kind of got, you can tell it was a Santa Christmassy type bag or sign. These little pieces for the zipper pulls. I believe this zipper was just a pre-made 22-inch zipper, and so this is just to cover up the ends. Stitching's not real even there. This is one of the things I noticed is, oh yeah, I need to be careful about stitching that. This bottom section is really the Chick-fil-A part of the sign, which is, I think, down near the bottom of the sign. I kind of forget at this point. It's been a while. But pretty neat. One of the other things I made was, you can find these patterns all over the place, or instructions, which are really just, because the patterns are all just squares, or rectangles, I suppose. And these are basically 9.5 by 5.5 inch pieces, and it becomes a little zipper bag. You can buy little 9-inch zippers or whatever, and open it up, and it's just like a little zipper pouch. Little squared corners, pretty easy to do. Not so much one-handed, but there's a real good use. And this thing, I've actually been using this bag in my laptop bag, taking cables for my laptop or memory cards or whatever else, like little things, so they just don't get lost in the larger bag. And it's pretty durable. I mean, this sign was meant to be hung, I mean, it was hung outside for about a month out in the sun, and it, pretty durable, so being used inside a bag holds up pretty well. So there it is, an EDC2, an Adam Savage EDC2 made from a Chick-fil-A bag, and it's got the wires in the top. It'll fold up, but obviously this big piece of material coming out makes it where it can't fold up right now. Yeah, I use it for storing more EDC2 parts. There's some wires down in there that are bent. Things like that. Real nice. So what do you want to make your bags from? Do you have signs like this? Or start asking around, start looking around. Really, the first thing is to start looking around and say, hey, there's a sign that's only going to be useful for like another month, and then they're just going to toss it, probably. So just go up and ask and say, hey, what are you going to do with that sign when you're done with it? And they might say, I don't know, throw it away. What would you do with it? And you're like, do I have something for you? And so you can make a tote bag from it. Speaking of tote bags, I'm giving away a tote bag at the 1,000 subscriber mark. If I have way over 1,000 subscribers at this point, look around, maybe you can tell, then I've already given away the bag. But go look for that video, go look for the giveaway video. I'll put the link to the giveaway video maybe here. Let's try and go watch that video, leave a comment, subscribe, and then you can have a tote bag made from a sign. Not this bag, but there's no one. It's in the video. You'll see. But keep looking around. Tell me, what are you finding? And of course, have a good one.